All right, so we're getting back to work on King Fred. Now, we have some bad news. You may have noticed we were not at the Off-Road Expo in Salt Lake City. So we found out that we weren't allowed to meet you guys because I wasn't part of their influencer meet and greet. So ultimately, we made the decision to not haul the vehicles up there. So we're sorry about that, but we're gonna see you guys at the Off-Road Games. King Fred is going to be completely finished, ready to rock and roll, and you guys can meet us there. So if you went to Salt Lake Off-Road Expo, you wouldn't have seen our vehicles. You might have seen us. Hopefully you said hi. Sorry, we left the vehicles home because we didn't want to take them up there and not be able to talk to you guys or see you or take pictures or anything like that. So anyway, got a lot of stuff to do to get ready for that expo, but we didn't make it. Anyway, this is the part of the video where I tell you we gotta hurry, we gotta get it ready, because we're going to the Off-Road Expo, but we didn't go. But we still need to get this done, so we got a lot of stuff to do. I'm gonna go over in the booth, get the top rails and the boxes and everything else painted, then we're gonna install it all. So, let's get to work.
So he's currently etching everything because everything's bare metal. Then he'll go in there and he'll prime it. Robby's still in there etching?
Dad's still etching.
Robby's just mixing up some sealer, and now he's gonna go spray everything in the booth.
I'm gonna check on Dad.
He's still sealing all the parts.
He's still seeing all the parts.
Robby got the blue paint mixed up, so let's go watch him spray some.
See, it's cold in there,
Yeah.
because there's air.
Yeah.
That's what keeps you protected. Cool, huh? See, that's what keeps all the paint fumes off of Daddy.
Oh.
Oh. Are you gonna be a painter when you grow up? Yeah, you are. Good job, bud.
Dad's doing great. Oh no.
All right. It's a nice little Sunday afternoon. I came in to just paint, not film. Boss filming. And Lincoln's apprentice.
You filming too?
No, 3.
Oh.
He's 3. He's not filming 2. He's filming 3. Anyway, I've got all the blue down. I'm mixing up the black. I'm two-toning those 4 parts that go on the bed. They're gonna be black and blue. I'm gonna use a secret technique that my really good friend Damon Hart taught me from Worcester, Ohio. We're gonna sand through the blue. Gonna make it blue and black. And Lincoln found a Samsung tablet. Anyway, I might show you guys a little bit of that later when I come back, but I've got to let all the paint cure really, really good before I can sand it. Damon actually uses thinner, but on this one it's going to be easier to just sand it out with wax and grease and 800 paper. I'll show you guys that later, but I'm going to throw the black down.
I want to put that.
All right, it's just me tonight. Sunday night, came back, got that sanded. It took me so long to do one, that I'm only gonna clear that. I'll sand these tomorrow in the daytime. But we're gonna put some gloss sauce on. Tomorrow we can start putting Fred back together. This is gonna be the end of Fred. We just about have him to where we can take him on recoveries, and we start working on something else. Time to get this thing cleared. Out clear. Go to remix. All right, we got one coat on. I'm gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes, come back in, put a second coat. We'll show you guys what this looks like when it's done. That two-tone's gonna look awesome, but it is miserable. So anyway, looking good. All right, and just like that, we got 2 coats of clear. Looks pretty good. I did get a humongously nasty run inside my box. Luckily, it's inside, so you'll never see it. It's right there. Got a little carried away, couldn't see. Sprayed a lot of clear, just a little extra mil thickness for when we throw chains and stuff inside that box. So this is the auxiliary battery cover. Sean built it, I painted it. You see negative, positive. So that's gonna go on the bed, underneath the winch. We got one door, we got a wiring cover, we got two Badland off-road jack mounts that are gonna go on each side of the boom. We got our two boxes here, our other door, the one side. Check this out. So this took me an hour of sanding. Look at this, all this stuff on the ground, but look how good it turned out. Look at that. Lots of hard work went into this, but it's so late that I didn't want to stay and sand. I probably would have been another 2 hours sanding the other piece and the two flat ones. So I'm gonna do those tomorrow. It's like 11:30 on a Sunday night. We got work in the morning. Oh, I got the stack all painted black. Look at that. That thing looks so sweet. Oh, can't forget, we got our light bar mounts, license plate mount, Milwaukee pack out mounts that are gonna go on the top crown. We are set up. Every single piece is painted for King Fred. Woo! Finally. It's been a long time coming. These boxes aren't gonna get stolen because I'm gonna embed an Apple AirTag in them. So if anybody steals them, we'll find you. Okay? But it is tomorrow. All right, it is the next day. It took hours and hours and hours to whittle these three parts, but I wanna show you what they look like done. All right, so this is two-toning without masking. We do it in a process where we sand through. So what I had to do is I painted them black, cleared them. We sanded that clear with 800 grit, making sure we didn't take very much material off. And I based it all out in blue like you guys saw. Then we took 800 grit with wax and grease, so wet paper. And we actually sanded through the blue so that it exposed the black. Now this trick, I already told you, my buddy Damon Hart, Worcester, Ohio, this is a trick out of his playbook. So it's a very good trick, it's very effective. He does it on mirrors and he does it on emblems and a lot of stuff that he does as far as like paint matching trucks. You can use it in something like this where you got deep crevices. Anyway, I just wanted to be a little bit extra on King Fred because King Fred deserves it. So anyway, we got the boxes. Sean's got those put in. We've got one of the top rails on, we'll go show you that. All right, so guess what? We need to talk to you. So our memberships are back. Now there was like 500 of you in December that signed up for our memberships only shirt and you got your shirt in December, but you weren't able to get it in January, February. That's because we made some mistakes. These shirts are live, they're in stock, we are back. We have our fulfillment center set up here at the shop. So the first membership shirt that we are producing is our Lamo. Check this out. You got the Robby Layton on the front, you got the RLN flag on the side, and you got the awesome Lamo on the back. Now there is a limited quantity of these shirts. If we have to order more, we will, but right now we've got very limited amounts on the website, so head to robbylayton.com. This is a members only shirt. This is not for sale on the website. So if you go to robbylayton.com, you click membership, you subscribe to it, you're gonna be getting for the next 12 months, getting exclusive merch every single month. There's gonna be shirts, there's gonna be stickers, there's gonna be emails that come to you with discount codes. Plus, you're supporting all these awesome guys behind you. Helps us pay the bills. We're gonna be hand packing your guys' orders. We're gonna be shipping them out as quick as possible. And plus, all of our other shirts are back in stock right now at robbylayton.com. Look how good they look. All right, turn around. You guys just look way too good. Okay, you guys wanna look as good as them? Head to robbylayton.com, get yourself signed up for your membership, buy some stickers, buy some shirts, buy some hats, help support the channel. All right, so we got this top rail all installed. We got the box in, we got the box door, we got the bump stops. This side is done, but this was the simple side. It's this other side that it's gonna be difficult because it has the wiring. So I've got the wiring box in it. We have the box itself, not the door. And I've got the wiring control box in there that's gonna be a little bit of a nightmare, but not really because I bought 50,000 zip ties on a good deal on the internet. There's every single color you could imagine, and they were 50 cents a pack. And the big packs of 1,000 were $1. I bought this from JT&T Products. So let me show you this. I color coded all of my terminations with a zip tie. If you look at that, see there's a little bit of a rainbow going on in there?
Pink?
Yes, pink's right there. So what I did, as you can see, I put zip ties on all the terminals, and I made a mental note because I'm the one that put this together. So I know where the wires were out, I know how they go, and I'm gonna hook them all back up once I get these wires through here. Anyway, been working on that. Also, I got my wiring here ran for the wheel lights. I put some wire loom on here. This is our control cable that idles up. So that wire goes there. I've got my other control wire right here along the frame. Got that all tidy, looking good. And then I got my wiring harness back here. So I loomed everything. Look at that. Got my plug, then it goes over to the other side. Boom. And it looks the exact same on the other side. Old King Fred's coming along. We are getting this sucker put together, and it's just gonna take a long time to do all the tedious little things, but that's what I'm working on.
A few moments later.
What a rat's nest. So I'm gonna try to figure this all out now. Luckily, everything's zip tied, color coded, and I think I'll be able to get it. We'll report back in a minute.
The next day.
All right, it is the next day. So I just about got all of my wiring done. Check this out. All my cut zip ties here. All my wires almost bolted in. But look who's here.
What's up?
Dustin from Industrial.
After seeing all the cool powder coating stuff they did, over the last week I heard you did this one, but I thought this would be way cooler. So thanks Kevin from Powder Extreme Coating for knocking this out in a day for me.
Did you have Kevin do this?
Yeah. He's the only one I knew right away that had
Thank you, Kevin.
the right color.
Get the right color.
We'll see how good it matches. So I sent it out and had it powder coated and then did all the machine work to it. So look at that.
That's awesome. Oh my heck.
Turned out pretty good, huh?
Have you done this before?
No, this is the first one I've ever done.
Well, you got a new market.
So here's the deal. Here's the deal. Let me show you guys something.
Check this out.
Now this one is a little shorter because it matches this truck.
Yeah.
So this is a one-off again. This is the second off.
This is custom
There's a
link.
third. That one you can paint and play with. That's just polished. So then you inspired me, like, well, there's got to be something for everybody else in their 12 valves, right? So why don't we make something for everybody's 12 valve? So this will fit 98. This will fit from 89 first gen all the way up to 1998. Any 12 valve pickup truck.
Dude. Is this mine too?
Nice and powder coated. Yeah, sure.
Good. I'm gonna put it on my wall. So this one's mine too.
Dude. So yeah, you can get these at industrialinjection.com. There's going to be polished ones, so they're all chrome, and then this powder coated black, possibly a red one.
I like the powder coated one.
Dude. All right, you guys, head over to industrialinjection.com. Use promo code RLN. Save yourself some money. Be the first to get one of these valve cover
You should
covers.
be on the website right now.
Is it called the valve cover?
It's called a 12 valve engine cover. we were gonna do valve cover.
This is in my opinion, this is a valve cover. This is actually an engine cover. Look at that. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I got all my wiring finished on the bed. So we're just gonna test everything. So this should be fuel pump. That clicks the fuel pump. All right, this one's our wheel well lights. That's our LP6. This is blinker, stop, turn, tail. This one is markers. Work lights, upper, strobe. All right, we got one strobe not working. It was working earlier. Yeah, I got the strobe over there working. Could be a bad light. This strobe's not working on this back side. Which one? On passenger side rear. This one's upper strobe. LP6 left. This is arrow to the left, arrow to the right. Blue backlighting, power, ground, and ground. So everything is working except for my light right here. So I'm gonna pull this apart, figure out what's going on, and then my bed wiring is finished. So it looks like I made a little bit of a mistake and I had a wire backwards. So I just tested everything and it looks like I got my black and yellow wrong. Sometimes when you work on things for so long, you make little mistakes. Voila! There's what we were after. All right, they are all working. So we'll get this zip tied back up. And we are done with all of the bed wiring, fully. One thing I forgot to show you is I put lights inside the box that are only triggered when the tail lights are engaged. So, tail lights have to be on. Now check this out.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is a Baja Designs dome light. Now watch this. Shut it off. Turn it back on. Light is off. So you don't have to shut it off, or if you forget to shut it off, you won't run your battery dead because it shuts off as soon as power's off. We did that on both sides. We'll go check the other side and make sure it's good, and then that's all the wiring.
So we got these chalk blocks, I guess you call them, for Fred, but we have no way to hold them. They just always got thrown on the bed, bounced around. So we're making holders for them, and they'll have latches that latch onto here and latch it down. The other one will come the other way. I'll mount this to the bed.
Yeah, they always bounce. I think we lost them like
a dozen times every time we went out. And we just, instead of like mounting them on there, we just throw them back on, and
they'll actually sit on the slanted part of the bed. So this
we're officially doing it right this time.
Yeah. Something like that. Making circles. Ta-da. Little hole, now you make big holes. 4 for good measure. Voila! Ta-da!
All right, so things that we need to do to get this finished. We need to get the door put on this box, and that'll be wrapped up. We've got all the wiring in. I need to make one more wiring loom that goes to the front, so I'm gonna do that here in a minute. But we got this top cap painted, so we're gonna have Sean put that on, and these back flat ones. So now that he's got mount finish that goes on the back for our rear tire thingies, and then I just got word that our seat is finished at Cato's Custom Upholstery. So me and the boss are gonna take off and go get that here in a little bit. So this is gonna get bolted to the back of the bed, and that's gonna hold these. So Sean's finding some clamps that'll hold them on, and then these will get mounted to the back, so that when we need to use them, we can pull them out. We've got to still paint that bracket. I think that's the last piece to get painted. Yeah, then everything will be painted.
These turned out so good.
Yeah, they look good.
Like, I honestly might cry.
When you step on them?
Yeah.
Bang on them? Yeah, but then after that, it don't matter.
Yeah. But it's like, does it matter on just, it won't matter on just this? Or is it every little piece on the truck that gets a, oh, it's going to be like,
That'll be first tree and limb you gotta drive through.
yeah.
It's pinstripes.
We're going to have chainsaws up above, so we're just cutting trees. But yeah, everyone's going to know where we're driving. Because there'll be chainsaw marks perfect cut out for Fred. No trees scratching.
Paper Fred, yeah.
You're finalizing everything.
Look at that. First time hillbilly steps on that. Never looked the same.
Is that a fat joke?
That was not a fat joke.
That's a big...
That's a fat joke.
Big boot joke.
You're just big bone, hillbilly.
Yeah, it's a big bump.
So am I.
All right, we got the steps and the rails on. They look pretty good. But it's the end of the day. And tomorrow we got to put the jacks, the
What are we calling those? Wheel block?
wheel blocks, chalk thingies.
Chalk blocks?
We'll mount that, even though it's got to get painted. We'll get the jacks mounted, and then we got to mount the battery box for the winches. We'll do that tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
Just like that, it's the next morning. Came in to film Sean. Don't mind Owen, he's the, hey, you're not really here today, huh? Because you're out in the shop.
No, I'm
doing auto body stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing body work today. A little bit different.
Thank you. Gotta switch it up a little bit. No, I came in to film Sean. He's gonna finish mounting the Badland jacks, off-road jacks, the battery box, and the wheel block holder. Right now, he's just trying to decide. We want enough walkway so we can go up. Oh, I almost went up and stepped on this, Sean. I was gonna climb up there. Anyways, but yeah, we got to get up to those pack outs. So we're just trying to decide. And he was gonna tuck it underneath, but the way it's facing this way, you got to lift the back up, and then because it locks in right here, so you can't if we put it under there. So we're gonna let a professional take over.
Hardly.
Did you figure it out, Sean?
I think so. It's not ideal, but it's the best for getting them on and off. So we'll mark it with some tape, get the jack out of there, drill some holes, mount it down.
All right, so we got it. Sean decided where he wanted it. I think it'll work. But then, like, okay, let's drill some holes. Got under there, and it's where all the hydraulic lines are, all the ram, what do you call them, rods?
The rods for all the levers
Yeah.
all run through there, and they're only like that far off the floor.
So shoving a bolt down through there.
Out this way, basically. Where we had it to begin with, over here. Huh. Really, we're not that bad. The rail's right here. And then you got all your hoses and rods. Still think over here is gonna be the best, I guess.
But once we mount this one, the other side should be easier, right?
Right.
Just merit.
Yeah, yeah, and I think the other side there's less hoses because all that
Yeah.
whole big valve unit
Yep.
on that side.
Okay, so is this the final decision?
Yep. It may not be the right one, but we're gonna do it anyway.
I think
It's not ideal, but
you'll stay away from the levers with your feet because you'll
Yep.
walk right here.
you walk this way.
And that way, when you can come this way and unstrap it and lift it straight
Straight up.
forward, so you don't have to twist.
Yeah. Yep.
'Cause you can be on this side of the jack.
Jack, you can sit your butt down there
Yep.
if you have to.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'll be sitting there trying to lift
Pick
the
it
jack
up onto your lap.
I think that'll be good. And you
Yeah.
come straight up there, go up to the pack outs. You already got one hole
Yeah, there's
drilled.
one existing hole, so we're gonna use that right there.
How many bolts you put in this thing?
I'm thinking I'll do 2 back here
Yeah.
and do 1 there. 3 bolts. It's not gonna go nowhere unless we roll it over. And if you roll it over, it ain't gonna matter.
Yeah, they'll probably be safe because they'll hit right the boom, the
Yeah.
roof, but
Yeah.
hopefully we don't roll it over.
No,
You never
we don't
know.
want to do that. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
I'll make sure we're squared up. So Robby's got a good eye for square.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so we know.
Real good eye.
Yeah. You'll be eyeballing it. And 12 1/4. Good tell already. Yep. Which one do we square it up?
Yeah, different from that side to this side.
It's 3/8 difference front to back there, and it's even here.
If I'm standing right here, I like that. Yeah, it looks pretty. If anything, maybe that way here. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. Should we get Owen?
Oh,
You're not here today, but come eyeball this out. How good are your eyes? 20/20? 20/30?
Eyeball
Eyeball that. Does that look
like it's running straight.
Yeah.
Okay. If you go off of this, then it's crooked off the boom. If you go off the boom, then it's crooked off of here. So we kind of went in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you look at it too long, it starts
Yeah,
messing with you.
because now it's starting to look crooked. Like the front is like that way.
That's what I was thinking. The back, and I had to move it a little bit, but it looked like if anything,
See, now it looks crooked the other way though, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Where it is, that's pretty good.
This is getting wider as it goes out. So,
yeah, I feel like that's pretty symmetrical with that.
yeah.
So,
It's mounted. Not going nowhere. Got the handles sitting in there. They store underneath, which is nice. Now we can put the jack in. Now I gotta install the battery box underneath in front of the boom so we can hook up all 3 winches off of this battery instead of the 2 up front. So Fred needs 3 batteries. You'll have to get up in there. All right, we got the battery box installed. Robby will have to do his wire holes, but it's in place. And then now all we got is the tire chalk thingies, whatever they are. Nobody knows.
yeah, nobody knows.
I don't want to get too close to you.
Yeah.
You gotta pull that.
I don't think that looks bad.
Oh, it hits the ram.
Does it? Looks like it goes that way a little bit. Just like that way a little.
The problem was all your, and we had it back.
Oh, my control.
The link shunt, and then right here is the valve bodies with all the hoses. So we ended up coming over, but you can walk right up.
Perfect.
So-
And then this will help us to where if we have jacks here, we're not just going to throw stuff.
Yeah.
We'll be forced to put everything away.
Yeah.
And we have side boxes for ropes.
Ropes now.
I think there's a place for everything.
You got
Yeah.
one whole extra box.
There's a
so-
butt for every seat. Or there's a seat for every butt.
Yeah. And the other thing is you can step on that anyways. You can
Yeah.
step right here if you have to. So
Oh, yeah. So, Sean and Colton are getting this all wrapped up. Me and the boss are going to take off. We're going to head up to Cato's Custom Upholstery, go pick up that seat.
sweet.
Now, it's going to start feeling like the truck's coming together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to let Sean finish this. We've got an idea on where the wires are going to go. Oh, and we're going over to the Off-Road Expo. So we're going to go check out Summit Machine. They made us some brand new links and joints for Deja Blue. So I got to pick those up, go say hi to Rory, see my tow truck, and then come back.
All right, we got everything mounted. We got to get some latches for the wheel chocks so that holds them in there and paint it. But other than that, we got everything mounted. So now we just got wiring pretty much and interior. Yeah, and then Fred will be ready to roll. Maybe rolling coal this time.
Yeah.
Big old
I was so excited to see it rip.
up the mountain.
All right, so me and the boss are headed up to Salt Lake to take our little ones up to my sister's house to go have a weekend with their cousins. We're gonna head to Cato's first and then to the Off-Road Expo. And at the Off-Road Expo, we're picking up our joints and links from Summit Machine, which I am super excited for. It's very expensive, but I've heard they are the best on the market, and I can't wait to put them in Deja Blue and get that death bobble to go away. All right, we just got the kids dropped off, so we're gonna head over to Cato's, pick up the seat. I cannot wait to show you guys how awesome this custom seat is gonna be. All right, you guys, I got so excited about this seat and how amazing it is that I didn't even film with Cato. But this is the softest seat my butt has ever sat in. You like it?
Yep.
Hey, what's that on the back?
I haven't sat in it yet.
What's that on the back of your shirt? That is a new shirt we're dropping soon. Low Tech and Static. Anyway, King Fred is gonna be luxurious.
This is real cow.
It's real cow, real leather.
It smells like it.
So we're headed to the Off-Road Expo. We're gonna go see Rory, go check out my tow truck, and go have some fun. Hopefully we see some of you there. That's what I said. That's cool.
If you really want to go race car mode.
Yeah. All right, we made it back to the shop. It's time to show Hillbilly the brand new seat for King Fred.
Neat for my truck, and you can have my seat.
Oh yeah, that would fit your truck. Yeah, look at it. Freaking sweet, huh? Lincoln, do you love the seat?
I love it.
It's sweet, huh?
I love it.
I wanted to see like how you did it. There we go. Okay.
You have the rest of the pieces?
No, not yet. But it will. Look at that. Holy cow! Put your little butt up in there. What do you think?
I like it.
It's sweet. I can't even believe how awesome it is.
Did we send visors too to leather wrap?
Yeah. We're getting the visors done, the door panels, that piece.
Are these gonna be brown leather or black
They're
leather?
gonna be this leather. Holy cow. This seat is so sweet. Cato acts like a professional.
If it comes up nice, and don't look at my truck.
Yeah. Dude, this looks so freaking good. I actually like it low.
Yeah, so we don't need rails. We can hard mount it.
Have you ever seen a nicer OBS seat?
No.
Me
I've
neither.
never seen an OBS period with leather inside.
Wow.
Whoa.
Do you like it?
Yep, I like it. And it won't be itchy like the other seat. The other seat was so itchy.
This one's so sweet. All right, as you can see, King Fred is just about finished up. So we've made another imaginary deadline, and that is going to be the Off-Road Games. So if you're going to be attending the Off-Road Games, you are going to be the first to see King Fred completely finished in all his glory. The seat is amazing. Thank you, Cato's Custom Upholstery. And remember, guys, if you never quit, you'll never fail. Thanks for watching.